Hey guys, I just want to talk a little bit today about what you might do with yourself if you were to hit the lottery. This is a different way or my way of wording or just describing a little bit of this age-old saying that we're all familiar with and we all probably know deep down in our hearts, but I think a lot of us lose sight of it, just generally speaking, in our lives for whatever reason. But it's just this business that money alone can't and won't buy you happiness. And I just wanted to share the little anecdotal story for my night tonight that this brought this back to the surface in my mind and made me think about it. And I just want to share that with you. That's really all that I'm after here tonight. So I was at dinner at my family's house this evening, and we got into a discussion about the jackpot here in my home state has climbed to an absurd, place or value, let's say, and everybody's like, oh, you got to go out and buy your lottery ticket, and yeah, okay, throw your hat in the ring kind of thing. And we just got into this discussion about, what would you really do if you hit the jackpot and you were the one that was walking away with millions of dollars in your pocket and your life was suddenly able to be changed in such a profound way? Like, what would you do with yourself, kind of thing? And my sister, her immediate reaction was like, well, I would quit my job tomorrow and I would just like disappear into the sunset, kind of thing. And I'd go around the world and just kind of disappear and have a good time and have a good life and whatever. And that really struck me. I think, in anybody's mind, that sounds like a fantastic idea. And I'd be lying if I said there weren't plenty of days in my life where those sorts of thoughts float across my mind. But I just got to thinking really shortly thereafter, after she had said this, about some life experience that I had a couple of years ago, or actually, about a year ago now. I was able to take like 2 years away from my job, basically, and I was just free and in the clear, and I had plenty of money in my pocket, and I had the ability to take this little sidestep in life and step away completely from my career and come back with no consequences or no nothing. And it was a very remarkable experience. Of course, it was enjoyable, and I'm so thankful that I had the ability to do this. But it drove home the point that I'm making here essentially today. That here I thought, yes, like freedom would bring me this happiness, and I got to do some amazing things. And I really did have this phase for about 3 months of the 2 years that I had off. I left the country and I was just jaunting like all over the world, kind of thing, having a good old time, mind you. But there I was, a less than 40-year-old person that was gifted the ability to do this sort of thing. And this is like, I was thinking to myself the whole time, I was like, well, if I hit the lottery and I just had oodles of money to do whatever the hell I would want to do with myself, like I would do just this. And so that was part of the charge that I had for myself during that couple of years of freedom. So there I was, jaunting around the world. And as I said, I had plenty of money in my pocket. I could basically do whatever I wanted to do. I could go wherever I wanted to go. There really wasn't any limits. I mean, I was eating good, sleeping good, or as good as I wanted to, traveling as a single solo person. And don't get me wrong, the experience was amazing, and it was something that I wouldn't trade, but it just continued to drive home this business about the things that are going to bring you the most amount of happiness in your life are not anything that money can buy. And so it's like there I was living like a millionaire would, potentially off doing whatever the heck I wanted to do in these exotic places and having a good time doing it, but I was by myself. And I was just thinking the whole time, like, yes, this is great, but really at the end of the day, the things in our lives that bring so much enjoyment and happiness are really, it just boils down to the people that you have around you when you're doing it. And yes, that vacation would have been 10 times more amazing if I had an amazing person at my side, or maybe I had some close friends, or I had, whoever in my life that meant something to me. I mean, that would have made a world of difference. And it really just, when I came home from that trip, it was just a reminder, and it drove home that point that, like, yes, no matter how much money you accumulate in this world, how many things you get, and how many trips you're able to take for yourself, really at the end of the day, none of that will bring you the happiness that will come along with truly good, love-filled, positive, healthy relationships that you cultivate in your life with all sorts of people. And this It doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic significant other, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, wife, husband, anything like that. It could be family members, really tight friends that you're close with. I mean, just any number of ways that you could consider this. It really just all boils down to the people that you have in your life. And of course, those are the things that it doesn't cost a dime out of pocket to have those sort of relationships and to have that sort of happiness come into your life. But you just have to realize it. And I definitely think that's something that we all do not, it's just not at the forefront of our minds every day when you're out there grinding, trying to get ahead, trying to make your money, trying to make your place in the world, trying to advance your career, trying to do a whole ton of other things that we as humans strive for in our lives here. It's just every once in a while you get this kind of humbling thought float across your mind, I hope. And I sincerely hope that each and every one of you out there has this realization, if you haven't so far at this point in your life, to just really think about everything that you've got in this world. It really just all boils down to the relationships and the relationships that you grow here and the people that you get to share love with that are in proximity to you. And you don't need to hit the lottery to have that. You don't need any sum of money to have that sort of happiness. It's something that anybody, anywhere, with any amount of money in their pocket and whatever your standing is in life, whether you're at the top of the apex of society or whether you're down in the pits with a very hard life, living, with the challenges somebody on the bottom of society might have. I mean, we all have the ability to partake in this sort of happiness that comes along with these relationships in our life. I mean, that's really all that matters at the end of the day. And I just wanted to reflect on that and share that with you guys, and hope that means something to you. And hopefully you have these moments of realization, or you just think about those people that you have around you right now, and just really, honestly, like I hope you cherish and value every single moment that you have with those people, because those are the most important things that you've got in your life at the end of it all. I guarantee you, when you check out of this place, those are the things that will mean something, I think, on the other side, if you're spiritual or whatever way you choose to think about things. That's my belief, and you can share in that if you're like-minded, or if not, that's okay too. But even if you're not, I hope that you can still have that realization about your existence here, and just what I'm describing to you about the relationships and the people and the love that you're going to encounter and share and exchange with people that are all around you. So, all right, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. We'll talk again real soon.